So these are the 28 most asked questions that we get when someone is looking to join Action Coach, to become a partner in our organization and build the business coaching business with us. I'm Brad Sugars. I'm the chairman and founder at Action Coach, and I'll be your guide through these 28 questions and help you understand a lot more about who we are, why we do what we do, what business coaching is, and how it might fit in with you and how you might fit in with it. First question we get is always pretty much the same. So who is Action Coach and how long has this company been helping business people grow? Well, at the time of this recording, late 2023, we're a 30-year-old company. We've been working with business owners. Now we do it in over 80 countries around the world. We have more than 1,000 partners, all involved every single day in coaching business people to their success. As maybe you can pick up, I'm an Australian by birth, so we started this company in 1993 in Brisbane, Australia. I got to grow it through Australia and New Zealand by doing a lot of seminars and events. In the beginning, partnered with major newspaper groups and radio stations to bring me across those markets. We then expanded up into Asia, Singapore, Malaysia, across Indonesia and the Philippines, again, doing events and coaching business people into the success that they had. I started writing the books, and now we're at 18 books on the subject, many of them international bestsellers. And that then led us to a franchising philosophy. We were growing at such a rate that I needed to bring on new partners in a different way, and that's how this business expanded dramatically over that period of time. We opened up across the United States and Canada, into Mexico, through the UK and Ireland and into Europe. And it's been a great pleasure to see that our partners have really expanded the business across the planet. We started business coaching back in 1993 when it really wasn't known. People would ask the question of, well, what is coaching and is it like consulting? We've been through many phases of growth with business coaching, and one of the greatest things that we've seen is the move from, hey, what is a business coach, to, I guess the second phase was, coaching, it's like a sporting coach, but for business. And then we went through a phase of where, well, they're failing and we might get them an executive coach. And that way, if we do fire them, we've at least got said we've given it the best shot. To now where it's getting more and more people are saying, oh, you don't have a business coach, or who is your business coach out there? And I think that shift has been quite phenomenal. Today, I have the privilege of, as I said, having more than 1,000 partners around the world in Action Coach. And obviously, if you're watching this video, hopefully you're a partner that's looking to join us at some stage in the near future. Our business is built on a simple philosophy, and that is our goal is to achieve world abundance through business re-education. And obviously, we're looking for partners who'll help us with that journey of creating abundance in your local market by re-educating business people and helping business people grow, create more jobs, create a higher economic impact. And that's really some of the big parts of our movement. And I say a movement because our customers, our members, clients, whichever terminology you want to use, become a part of that movement. They become a part of helping with creating abundance in their marketplace through business re-education. I think that's really important. Our culture document explaining our 14 points of culture is live and online. You can jump on our actioncoach.com and take a look at that and understand who we are, because I think a big part of our success is who we are and why we do what we do. Our culture, our mission, our vision, our goal to have a coach in every single business in the world strives or helps us strive to be better at what we do. We see the day where every business will have, and I use the American vernacular of an accountant, an attorney, and an action coach, or we can call it the ABC, as my English team do, an accountant, a banker, and a coach. We see the day where everyone has a coach in their business, and I think that that's a really important aspect of who we are, because that's really our mission, to make sure that happens, to help save as many businesses as we can and create as many jobs and as much economic impact as we can. Second question we get is, well, what is business coaching? And we evolved this whole thing of business coaching from, I guess when I first started coaching, I was delivering a lot of seminars. I was also running my own business at the same time. And people would always come up to me at the end of the seminar, can you help us? Can you consult with us? And I said, listen, I don't have time to consult with everyone else. I'm running my own business and I'm doing these seminars all across the world. And so I said to him, listen, what I'll try and do is coach you. If you call me every week, I'll coach you through what I can. And then Maybe I'm a bit of a slow learner, but after about 50 or 100 people ask you the same question, can you do this? You sit back and go, you know what? I should probably create a business that does that. And as much as I loved the speaking, I turned to coaching and would get out of other businesses and start coaching business people. And in my heart, I found that I got more fulfillment by coaching others to success than I did on my own success. So it was kind of a great thing that way. But you'll see in some of the other videos that you have the option to watch where I explain how coaching works in detail. We spend a whole, I think 45 minutes going through what a coaching session looks like, how the 13-week program works, and all of those sorts of things. But essentially, you become someone's confidant. You help them in 4 main areas: with their team, with their time, with their money, and their motivation. You become their cheerleader. You become their hand holder. Sometimes you've got to hold their hand and walk them through it. Other times you've got to kick them up the backside and push them and cajole them into doing the things that they know they need to do, but they need a mentor. They need a coach there to help them with that. It's business ownership is one of the loneliest jobs in the world because there's no one really to talk to, and having a coach or a mentor is a very big part of the success of any business owner growing into a great business owner. And to build a great business, you've got to be a great owner. And I think that's a big part of what coaching does. We coach people in main areas of their business. We have a 6-step model, and we'll take you more through that in a moment. So third question is, what do I do and what will I sell as an action coach? Business coaching started out purely as one-to-one coaching. So we meet with people once a week and we coach them in their business. Nowadays, we have weekly programs, bi-weekly programs, so it can be every 2 weeks. We have a lot of education programs that you'll deliver with people, our 12-week programs, 2-day education programs that you can go in-house in companies, or people can come to you as individuals and you can run a group program with multiple people, whether that's sales training or customer service or management, leadership into organizations. What we do as coaches, though, the vast majority is a retainer-based programs, meaning a subscription or a continuation where people come to us, they stay with us for a long period of time, and that's how it works with us. We look at coaching being a lifetime program with people where it's not something that you do for a few months. It's kind of like a sporting team, I guess. How long do they want to have a coach in that sporting team? Well, as long as they want to win, they want to have a coach type thing. Again, if you take a look, there's a lot more videos that you can watch that go into a lot of detail around what are the programs and how do they work with people. Question 4, what background or qualifications do I need to join Action Coach? You know, this is a really tough question because if I take a look at the team members in my organization that are the best coaches in the world, we have every age group of coach, from the very young in their 20s who join us and have that absolute fire and passion and do amazing things with the business owners they coach, right through to I have coaches in their late 70s who have retired but want to get back into the world of doing that. When it comes to background, of course, we look for some form of a business background, whether that be in accounting or operations, whether that be engineering. We do have a lot of recovering engineers in the organization, whether it be sales and marketing. We have a lot of road warriors who've come to join us because they want to build a business that they can work from their local area. And of course, if you've got growing kids, that's an important aspect of what we offer as part of that program. But really, we have a matrix, and that matrix can be anything from business background and business experience right through to some of our coaches were teachers in a previous life, and that ability as teachers to get a message across and to help people move and learn and grow definitely help them in that matrix. So we have a very varied background, but obviously one of the big things we look for is either some form of a coaching education background or some form of a business background. If you've got a combination of the two, then obviously it works hand in hand. But ultimately, to build a firm, it's really about becoming a great business owner, not just doing great coaching, but running a great business as well. And that's some of the things you'll learn with us. So question 5, will I do it all myself or should I recruit and build a team? My answer to that question is yes. We have a lot of great coaches who do it themselves, and but the vast majority do build a great team. They build a team, and whether the team is just an administrative assistant type team, or whether they are marketers and salespeople who are building the larger organization, events people who are building that larger organization, or ultimately building a team of coaches who deliver the work in the organization. Any way you do it. We have training programs for your salespeople, for your marketers, for your coaches. We train you, obviously, quite extensively. But in any area of that, we look to how do you build a great organization that assists all of the business owners in your area. And sometimes we look at an area and there's a lot of businesses that are in the manufacturing space. Others, there's a lot in the technology space. And so building a great team, that you do have to look at what is the territory that I'm in, what's the target audience, and how do I make that a great business that serves the target audience that I have here in my location. Why should I buy a franchise and not do it yourself? I'm very blunt with people when it comes to this, and that is if you couldn't do it on your own, we don't really want you in our franchise. What do I mean by that? I want you to join our team and add value to our team, not just be someone who comes to us because you need us, but because you want to be a part of this culture. You want to be a part of this organization. You see the benefits of all of the work we do, from giving you the training programs that you'll deliver to all of the graphic design work every year alone that comes through the marketing teams around the world to you, just the video and all of these things that are created. The value of the franchise is we don't charge you what it's the massive price of buying it. We charge you a very small fraction of that because we're looking for the best of the best to join our franchise, and that's a big part of it. But the team, I would say there's one main reason you want to join an organization to do this, and that is the people in the organization. Yes, the training and the websites and the technology and all of those things, because with more than 1,000 partners around the world, when we develop a piece of technology, if it costs us $10,000, well, it's only $10 per person, not $10,000 for you to create that software for yourself, sort of thing. When we build a full learning management system and we have a full-time team member doing that for everyone in the world, it changes the whole way, just the amount of ebooks. But on top of that, the fact that you get to be part of the #1 organization in the world that is breaking the 4-minute mile on a regular basis, sort of thing, setting new boundaries and crushing old boundaries as an organization, being a part of that team pushes you, cajoles you, leads you, and encourages you to achieve amazing things. I think that's probably the biggest reason to join an organization rather than do it on your own. How much is a franchise and what are the ongoing fees? In every market around the world, those numbers are different, so I'll get you to go back to the team and do that. But suffice to say, you will buy the franchise. The figure is usually somewhere in the tens of thousands, up to hundreds of thousands in different marketplaces around the world. You'll then also pay a training fee up front because we put a lot of training and effort into helping you launch the business. There's ongoing administrative fees and marketing fees and some technology fees that you'll look at. And there's also suggested suppliers. All of that information will be in the legal documentation that we provide to you and disclose to you all of the information you need to make an informed decision when joining our organization. How much startup capital will I need? This question is really like how long's a piece of string. If you're going to scale very fast and you're going to employ a lot of team members, then you need more startup capital than someone who's going to start out and just do it themselves, working from a home-based office type thing. So it really depends on your scenario. Again, in the documents that we give you a very big summary of all of the things that you need to think about in order to start this business and succeed at it. But of course, like any business, it's going to require an upfront investment and it's going to require working capital to get it off the ground and build yourself into a profitable enterprise. Takes that energy, effort, time, and money. So read the documentation and go through that in detail. What upfront training will I get, and what about the ongoing training? Well, we are a coaching and training company, so to say we train you within an inch of your life is probably an understatement. The pre-training, so before you actually go to the training, you'll go through a lot of pre-training. That has workbooks, ebooks, videos, all the things that you'll need to watch, learn, and study to get yourself ready for the 10-day live-in training that you'll attend. That training then, if all of the content is in that pre-training, which is all done online and sent to you, and then that context is what happens when you come together with other new franchise partners from around the world. We bring you in and teach you the context. We go through it. And in fact, when I say we, your training is delivered by other franchise partners. We have other franchise partners who are out there doing this every single day, come in and train you. Rather than having a corporate trainer, we have the people that are doing it. We pay them to come and be your trainer so that you get the best of the best training. And then when you get back, there's a post-training. It's, again, a multi-week program where you'll go through that step by step to bring you through to the launch of your business. Ongoing training every month, coaching sessions, books. There's ongoing videos every month, multiple podcasts that we do to help you get your education, but also to educate the customers. Our membership videos. Suffice to say that you will have a plethora of ongoing education, and a lot of the stuff that we're getting is new, but you'll also have that library of everything we've done historically available to you to learn from in the learning management system. What's startup support and what does ongoing support look like? Apart from the training, when you look at the support side of it, your local master franchise partner is the one who will actually do the majority of your opening support and helping with the launch of your business locally. You'll then go into a local support system with the other partners in the area and a global support system that brings you the knowledge and the education. The global support system runs on technology platforms so that you can interact with coaches from all over the world. But simple things like quarterly, every coach in the world is offered the ability to come together and plan their business for the next quarter as a global virtual organization. Right down to local assistance from your master franchisee and local assistance from other franchise partners. Many of our franchise partners have had help on their way to success and are very generous in giving back to help you as you go through your training and your need for growth and support. Who is my target market? What does my ideal customer look like? Your ideal customer in our business is a business person that wants to grow. Whether it's an executive for our executive coach programs, coaching or training programs, whether it's a business owner for our business owner training programs, a salesperson who might work for someone else and come to you or be sent to you by their boss. All of these people are really business people who are looking to learn, grow, and create better results. That's really who it is. The vast majority of our business coaching customers are small to mid-sized business owners. They generally have anywhere from 1 to 10 employees in most cases. They'll be doing between $250,000 and $5 million in revenue in most cases. And that's the majority of the people who are our greatest customers out there in the marketplace. Everything from the medical industry to trades. We have a lot of tradespeople, a lot of doctors, dentists, a lot of IT companies, manufacturing, construction, across the board when it comes to a lot of retailers, restaurants. All of these people come to us for help in growing their business because they want to become a better business person and therefore build a better business in their marketplace. Number 12, how will I get leads? What does marketing look like in my business? So marketing is done on, if I break it down, and again, in the other videos, I break marketing right down into 3 full videos to take you through in detail what that looks like. But in essence, marketing will operate with you on 3 different scales. There's your local marketing. Local marketing is vast majority of what you do is lead generation, about 80% lead generation, about 20% branding. On a regional level with your master franchisee or in the country, it'll be about 50% lead generation and 50% branding. For us at a global level, it's about 20% lead generation, about 80% brand positioning out there in the marketplace. Giving you the tools to be able to go and do what you do on a local level is a big part of that. 3 different time frames of your marketing. You'll have the immediate stuff, which is more hunting style marketing, looking for those who are ready to buy right now, right through to your midterm and your long-term marketing, where you're more farming and nurturing those leads that are out there in the marketplace so that eventually they come along and buy from you. 3 main types of strategies. The direct marketing strategies where you reach out directly to business people for having them to buy. The the social strategies being referral, strategic partners, networking, all of those strategies. And the third being the digital strategies, everything from websites to social media to email marketing, all of those things. We train either you or a member of your team in all of those. We have 3 different training programs for your lead generation specialists, your marketing people that create the leads for your organization. On top of that, we do have outside agencies that are preferred suppliers that help you with lead generation that have been tested and measured and proven to work out there in the marketplace. And you can engage with them, chat with your local recruiter about who are the approved local agencies that will work with you and help you grow the marketing for your business. How will I make sales? How will I sell people on coaching, I guess is the question. We have an onboarding process. We do sell, but we don't really sell. We coach people into a buying decision. We educate them and coach them how to do what they do. So similar to what I'm doing here with you right now, giving you the knowledge to be able to make a great decision, we do that with coaching and with our 12-week programs and with all of our programs. We assist the customer in giving them the knowledge to be able to do it. But then we have in onboarding. Our onboarding is a 13-step process. It has multiple touch points, multiple scripts. All of those you get trained in as to how to do it. And whilst it is a sales process, it really is a coaching process. And so we want you to be able to coach them into a decision rather than sell them on coaching. We find that they stay longer, they are better customers when we coach them through that decision. Yes, it's still selling technically, but ultimately it's teaching you or, again, a member of your team. The sales training is, again, a full 2-day sales training. It has pre-training and post-training as well, but there's more about that in all of the long-term videos that you can watch if this is of interest. What will a normal day or week or month look like for me? Our coaching program runs about a 13-week cycle, okay? So we do their 90-day plan. From the planning, we do a review session. Then we coach them in all the things that they've planned. We review at the end of the quarter, and then we do another 90-day plan. That's, in essence, the way the rotation works. When we bring on a brand new customer, we take them through 6 weeks. Or we can take of different things if they're in the one-to-one program. If they're in a group program, it's a 12-week onboarding for new customers. But your average week will break down this way. Generally, you'll have coaching clients. If you are coaching, if you're just running the firm, it'll be different. But if you are coaching, you'll be working with your coaching clients usually Tuesday through Thursday. That's the coaching days in most of our firms around the world. Mondays is obviously preparation, planning, and doing that. Oftentimes in your beginning, you'll have more days on marketing and sales than you will as you get further down the road. But keeping certain days for coaching, certain days. What does an average coaching session look like? Average coaching session is about 1 hour long, sometimes a little longer, sometimes a little shorter, but the majority of them are around an hour. We take you through, we actually have it fully scripted. It's not fully scripted, but it's sectioned out. So you'll follow different sections every time you're talking with a coaching client. They'll have their homework. All of that stuff's done on the digital platform so that they can fill in their forms and go through everything on there. And you work through that coaching that week. About half of a coaching session is on review of what is happening, and half is getting them proactively focus on the growth of where they're going in the business and what they're doing and how they need to personally grow. How will I get results with clients? We run, how can I put this bluntly? Oh, well, this book here, The Business Coach. When I wrote that book, we had coached about 13,500 companies in our process. So our 6 steps framework is designed to be like the recipe of how to grow a business. And each of those is broken down. So like the base area of mastery is broken into 4 areas of mastery, and you have all the different strategies we use to do that. Then we look at the marketing, and it's broken into the 5 ways to multiply profits. And again, we look at all the strategies within that. So each of the 6 levels, and again, they're broken down on the further videos. Each of those 6 levels allows you to coach someone through the process of building our definition, a commercial profitable enterprise that works without them. So the results come through not only the systemic methodology, but also the coaching process, the accountability of that, the education, and how that works with people. We run by a philosophy called CARE, Community, Accountability, Results, and Education. We know that by bringing them into our community, by holding them accountable, by doing the education, we will get the results with them. So they've got to keep learning and growing. They've got to be part of that community so that they are learning and growing with other business owners and learning from and with other business owners. And that's a big part of what gets them the results. Accountability, all those things. If I looked at the biggest benefits of business coaching, I think that the intangible benefits are often far greater than the tangible. Yes, they'll increase their revenues or their sales and profits, but on top of that, the value of their business goes up. When your profitability goes up, there is a capital value increase in the business, which a lot of people don't seem to look at. But on top of that, you reduce your stress, you reduce your work hours, you're making more money. Life gets better, not just the business. I think that's important. What events or training programs will I offer to the market? I've already touched on some of our 12-week programs, and we have a 2-day programs as well and 1-day in-house programs. You'll get to learn more and more about those as you find out more about what we do and how we do it. But ultimately, the 12-week training programs is the majority of what we offer to the market. That's where a business person will watch a half-hour online of training. That training is delivered by myself or one of the other presenters. They watch that online, and then they come in for facilitation for 1 hour. Over 12 weeks, they learn, apply, learn, apply, learn, apply. So, but by the end of the training program, they've actually got real live results, and they're a real live testimonial walking out of the program, not 12 weeks later or 10 months later. They actually get results during the program. So, for our sales training program, you might do that in-house in a business where a business brings you in to train all of their salespeople, or you might have a dozen businesses that each send you 1 or 2 salespeople, and you run a group program for all of those. And when we get to the end, we expect them to have a higher conversion rate than when they started out at the beginning of the program, and therefore more sales. How will I work together with the team of franchise partners? One of the greatest things that I love about our business is that our franchise partners work together. They come together on regular basis, whether it's via Zoom calls or whether it's local meetups. But our franchise partners are very supportive of each other. And I think that's one thing you'll learn as you get to meet our franchise partners. As part of the process of joining Action Coach, we'll put you into a group session where it'll be several prospective people like yourself looking to become partners with Action Coach, and several of our existing partners. And it's kind of like a dual interview. They interview you, you interview them, and they get to give us a decision as to whether they believe you'll be a great partner for our organization, and vice versa. You get to feel if it's a great organization for you. We don't believe in honeymoon periods. We're very big believers in learning everything about us. That's why we do so much work in this video and all of the others that we put together, and the ebooks that you can read to learn about who we are, why we do what we do, and what we do, so that you can get a real feel for, is this the right place for you? Why is it territory-based, and what is my territory? Well, the what is your territory will be up to you and the team that you'll get to meet and go through. What territories are available, how many territories you're looking to build. Obviously, depending upon your goals. If your goals are to, I'll use a simple example. I was chatting with one of the McDonald's higher execs at one of the franchise conventions, and they talk about wanting to have each franchise partner own 5 McDonald's franchise stores, because that way, based on their profitability of each store, they know that each of their people is making more than $1 million a year type thing. We like to talk with people about what are your goals, and based on your goals is to how many territories you'll need to be looking to open up and invest in, so that you can build the size of business that really is the based on your needs, wants, desires, and goals. You can build any size business you want. Why is it territory-based? For 3 main reasons. Number one, so that you have an asset. You own that territory, it's yours, and when you come to the way that business gets transferred eventually, whether it's to another existing partner or whether it's to an outside person, you have that asset that you own, it's yours. The second is because business owners want to do business locally. We know that from 30 years being in this business, that they want to be a part of something locally, and having local meetups, a local community is very important for them. And the third reason that it's territory based is so that we can create a very fair system for everybody out there in the marketplace. And the brand is very well protected by everyone doing their thing locally and getting into the marketplace. We think it's a very fair way of doing things in the market. Is there a technology platform that I get to use? Yes and yes. There's actually 4 main technology platforms. You won't notice that there's 4 platforms. It's quite seamless, in fact. With a singular login for measuring and managing the business, managing your client base, the learning modules, so the learning management system, and the systems for you running your business. Each of these are very deep, and technology is a big part of what we do. We want to make sure that everyone has the highest level of productivity. And by allowing our customers on, their learning management platform, your learning management platform, the platform to help your team become better at it, all of these things are part of the technology that'll give you the ability to run a much more productive and profitable business. How will I do social media, and is there a website that I get? Yes, you'll participate in the globalized website. Your website will be created as part of that system. We operate on the HubSpot platform. Everyone operates on that system for the website. It allows us to create the biggest and best sites out there in the marketplace. It's part of an entire data. Really, the websites are not just websites for promotion anymore. They're really data collection, finding where our prospects are coming from, how they're coming in, all of that information that comes through. You will obviously have your very localized website. Social media, again, we create a lot of the content for you. And for the first year or two, generally, you won't need to create any of your own content. You may want to, of course, and we have a training program for that with one of our marketing agencies that we work with. And that, if you want to, though, all of that video, memes, all of that content, the ebooks, the webinars, the videos, it's all there for you to just use directly as soon as you join us, or you can go on creating that yourself. Obviously, there are protocols and marketing standards that we need to apply across the board, but they're the things that you'll learn as you get further into this. Not too complex, but just making sure everyone abides by that and keep the branding and the standards the same. Will you help me hire and train my team? Yes, your local master franchisee will help you with recruitment. Obviously, we have job profiles, the type of people that you should be looking for whether it's a sales role or a marketing or a lead generation role in your organization, whether it's a coach you're looking to employ. But then also the training, all of the training. You can do the training on your own should you want to, or you send them to us, and for a fee, nominal fee, they will get trained with all of the other sales people in the world, or all of the other direct marketers in the world. They'll get trained in that process. What contracts will I have to sign? As a franchise agreement, you'll go through. We are a franchise organization, so you'll go through, and local franchise law in every country determines how much we need to disclose. You'll see a disclosure legal disclaimer on this document as well, because the only way you can ever look at a franchise is through the actual franchise documentation. That is what we are legally required to present to you in every country around the world. And that's the way it operates to keep a franchise. So take a look at that. You'll understand a franchise document, the contracts, but also the disclosure documents you'll have to go through to understand that. And we'll ask that you do get legal and accounting advice before you invest, so that you actually do get the right advice for yourself. Is this proven? Are there any guarantees? 30 years of doing business, you'll be able to chat with other franchise partners and take a look at it. We don't offer a guarantee because it's a franchise. By franchise law, that's not something that's allowed or available in the vast majority of markets in the world. We have to abide by the local law and do it in the way that we are supposed to. But as you chat with master franchisees, existing franchise partners, you'll get an understanding of just how proven this system is after 30 years of doing it now with more than 1,000 partners around the world in more than 80 countries. It's quite phenomenal that here we are after 30 years achieving the level of success with our clients that we do. What are the main reasons Action Coach is successful? I'll tell you the number one reason, and that is we recruit the right people. The way to be number one is recruit A players, recruit number ones. So that's why we'll put a lot of time and energy into working with you, to looking at your business plan, to looking at how you come into the business and what assets you bring, but also sharing with you the assets that we bring to the table so you understand what it is. But that's one of the big reasons. The second reason is that we live what we teach. We require everyone to have their own business coach, someone that you work with that coaches you outside or inside our organization, whichever the way it may be. But we want you to have your own coach, and we live and breathe that education, that what we do. We know as we grow, the business grows, and as you get to grow, so too will your business out there in the marketplace. I think the third reason we are successful is continual innovation. We're lucky enough to have more than 1,000 partners around the world who are continually looking at how to grow the business and continually helping us innovate, and working with the innovation teams, whether it's in technology or whether it's in development of new training or new programs, but helping us develop new products, programs, and trainings that allow us to get better and better every single day, week, or month. And that really comes back to, again, we recruit the right people. Great people build great companies. Question 25 was, what will make me a successful franchise partner at Action Coach? 3 things. Number 1, the same things that would make you successful as a business owner in any business. The decisiveness, the tenacity, the get up and go, the drive, all of those things that you need to be successful in any business are going to be a big part of what makes you successful with us. The second thing is that you'll follow the system. We have proven this system over 30 years. Please don't join us and then say, I'm going to reinvent the wheel, okay? Follow the system. Where we need your brilliance and creativity is with the customers. Our systems help you run a great business and help your team run a great business. But on top of that, your work with the customers will be the thing where your brilliance shines. The third thing we know that'll make you successful in Action Coach is that you love helping people. If you are someone that loves seeing others succeed and enjoys coaching and helping others get better, then you will succeed in our business. It's just a big part of it. If I was to add a fourth, I would say it's that you love learning. The desire to keep learning and growing is a big part of the success of our customers and obviously ourselves. So back to that one, can I work from a home office or do I need a physical location? You can definitely do it from the home office in the beginning. I would highly suggest that you will need a physical location at some point in time. And you can definitely work with your master franchise partner and look at when that at some point in time is going to be. If you're going to be taking on employees today, yes, you can run it virtually. But ultimately, having that location where your customers get to come, meet with you, see you, learn with and from each other is an important aspect, I think, of it. And that physical location definitely helps build the business at some point in time. So you'll decide that in your planning. Can I sell my franchise one day if I choose to? Absolutely. Franchise is unsaleable. The territory, the number of customers you have, all of those things determine the value of the franchise. Majority of the time, we and your master franchisee do have a first right of refusal, but check your legal documents for those sorts of things. We get to help you sell it, or we get to buy it from you as the first right of refusal. But in the majority of cases, we find that partners will sell between and to and from each other as partners are looking to expand. If a partner is looking to retire or move on, then that's generally the way a territory or a franchise will be sold. Final question, number 28. How do I apply and what are the criteria I need to know about to be awarded a franchise? Application is very simple. You can book a call straight from this video, or you can go straight to watching more videos or downloading the ebooks to learn a whole bunch more about who we are, why we do what we do, and what we do. We give you enough information so that you can binge for a few days between all of that and get the knowledge base you need to see if this is the right thing for you and to get a feel for us and really understand who we are and why we do what we do. When it comes to the criteria to be awarded a franchise, I think your master franchisee will take you through that. But if I can just break it down to 3 main things. Number 1, we see how you're going to add value to us as an organization, how you joining us makes us better, makes us stronger, and we're recruiting great A players. Number 2 is that we believe, not just us, but our other franchise partners believe that you have what it takes to succeed in this business. And a part of that is building your plan to show us that you have what it takes to be awarded a franchise and succeed within the business. And third, that you meet all of the financial and legal criteria to do that. That one's more of a follow the books and dot the I's and cross the T's type one. But really, it's about you loving what we do and us loving you joining our team. It's a combined thing. We are partners. We see all of our franchisees as franchise partners. And we know for a partnership to work, it's got to be a two-way street. So I'd love to get to meet you at some stage. Obviously, you'll be meeting with one of the teams soon. You can book a call with one of the team, or you can go on and watch more videos about our organization and learn everything that we do. Anyway, I enjoy chatting with you here today, and I hope this has helped you make a better decision and get to know more about who we are at Action Coach and why it is this might be the place for you to come and join.